Drummers Against Implied Timekeeping. This is kind of a recap lecture regarding what I'm doing, what I've been doing, and what I'm going to be doing in the future. For those of you coming in for the first time, I invite you to just go through my catalog if you haven't seen it already, and just explore a little bit, because at this point it has been pretty extensive, over 120 videos. What I don't want to do is I want to just express my views on playing the modern drum set and how to approach it. Now, I can't give a bigger disclaimer than this. I am not someone who thinks he knows it all about drums. I don't. I've been doing it a very long time, 47 years, and I'm always learning. Now, what I'm trying to say initially when I started this series is that there are certain principles that I'm adhering to with good reason, and you deserve to always know why. And the major thing about my series is open-handed playing, assuming you're right-handed on a right-handed drum set, with the left hand on the hi-hat, the right hand playing freely with the toms and whatever percussion instruments you have. I also have the cymbal right in front of me. I don't have a hanging tom. If you were to have a hanging tom, it would be off to the right and then a remote hi-hat, which I have coming. Now, the most important thing I want to stress in open-handed playing is matched grip, and to approach certain applications where you can to play quarters, eighths, syncopated, and various rhythms with the left hand that you would have designated the right hand to do. And then you would be able to open up your right hand to do various things that are integrated with your left hand and are free to do various colors that you would have not been able to do cross-sticking. Now, again, as I say, this is an experiment, and it's in perpetual motion. It's a process. But the most important thing I want to stress for making this video is that not so much what to do, it's more of what not to do, what to try to avoid. If you're playing drums in one particular style and it works for you, that's one thing. But I'm of the thinking that drums is an evolutionary process. It's always changing, it's always innovating, and it has to, because that's the nature of the instrument. It's various things that came together over time to make this drum set, as we call it, or trap set. Now, an important thing I want to stress always, I think there's a lot of great teachers on YouTube teaching very accurately the technical aspects and the mechanical aspects of drums. But after a while, there are things, such as what I'm showing you, that come about that are unintended. And that's why I want you to understand. If you are learning traditional grip, clearly I am against that. I think traditional grip, while it has its place in history, has no place now in the modern drum set, because it sets in motion so many problems in the future that you want to avoid. Now, if you're in a jazz combo, and that's all you've ever done, and that's all you're interested in doing, even with that said, I still think it would be better to innovate and change and play matched grip and experiment. And the reason being, you'll be a better player this way if you can play this way. That's my view of it, all right? And I've been playing long enough to say that there is no one right way, but what I'm trying to say is there are things that can come about that are unintended, that are wrong, if that makes sense. And I want to address the road ahead for you, because I have this experience. Now, I want most of you that are coming in here, if you're at a beginner level, I want you to basically go to the drum set and play open-handed with your hi-hat here and your right hand like this. And I have a back to basics video I want you to fool around with. Then go back to where you're doing, and then A-B it. You'll see a difference right away. Now, there's some places even I don't play open-handed. It depends. It depends what you're doing. It depends how much articulation you need out of your right hand, assuming you're right-handed, because your right hand is most of your articulation in very intricate parts, especially if they're fast tempo. But most of the time, that's not the case, and that's when I want you to apply the principles that I show. So feel free to ask me what you're doing, how you're doing, and I'll try to express as best I can and as accurately as I can why I'm doing this. Because I think this way is the better way, is the future way, because it's the most efficient way based upon history. I didn't reinvent anything. All I did is I saw the problems with myself and said, how can we correct these problems that come about, and how can we correct it for future drummers? And this is why it came about. I didn't sit here and try to think I was going to reinvent the wheel. What I'm trying to do is say, where can we make corrections to improve the overall playing of a drummer in any style? And that's the purpose of this series. Hopefully you'll agree with me and you'll subscribe to my channel. Your subscription is your way of showing support to what I'm doing and what I will be doing in the future. And I've got a lot planned. So that's why I wanted to make this video, just a recap of why I'm doing it. All right, you deserve always to know why it's being done and the thinking behind it. All right. For those of you who have subscribed already, thank you so much for your support. And you can contact me on twitter.com/drummersagainst or facebook.com/drummersagainst implied timekeeping for anything that you want to speak to me about. All right, I like the interaction and it helps me help you better, I think. So thanks so much for looking in and hearing me out a little bit about where we are and where we're headed. Okay, my best to all of you. Take care.